and we are going to look at Anorexorcist by Nirvana. It's taken me 5 takes to say that word correctly, so anyway, let's look at the song. This one's in drop D tuning, nothing else is tuned down, just the low 6th string to D. On the recording from With the Lights Out, you will probably notice if you try to play along with the record that his guitar is a little bit out of tune, a little bit flat. Alright, so anyway, with the main riff, let's get after that. This is actually deceptively hard to play. It takes a lot of endurance with the left-hand fingers to play this riff for as long as that you need to play it. So, I would say, you know, starting a little bit below tempo and playing this with a metronome and building up that endurance very slowly to get it going is what you need to do. You don't want to practice your fingers to the point of excessive fatigue. It's not like weightlifting, you know, it's not like no pain, no gain, that expression. If there's any pain, you should stop and take a break. Alright, so anyway, the main riff. What it is, it's a 3/8 note pattern. Like that. So we're playing an F5 to an E5 to an E flat 5. Totally chromatic riff. So the way that you want to do this is use your 3rd finger for the 3rd fret, middle finger for the 2nd fret, 1st finger for the 1st fret. Alright, so he's playing this with slight palm muting, not like, you know, like Metallica palm muting, but, you know, just a slight palm muting. There are, you know, various degrees of how much palm muting you can play. So anyway, each time he's playing the F5, there's a slight accent. So you get this. Alright, so we're doing the 3-2-1 several times, and then the last time it's 3-2-1 open. So you have these groupings of 3 that happen, and then a grouping of 4 at the end. So the riff again. Alright, slowly. Alright, so that does it for the verse and intro riff. Let's check out the pre-chorus is what I'm going to call it riff. It's like a little interlude between the verse and the chorus. So every time he plays this interlude or pre-chorus, he plays it a little bit different each time. Here's what we have the first time. I'll count it in. It starts with a rest on beat 1. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so what he's doing is playing the syncopated rhythm with just a G chord, and he's doing it on just playing open strings, the open 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. Makes a G chord. So the first 2 measures slowly, you get 1. Alright, so it's pretty syncopated rhythm. Then the next 2 measures. So just playing your open B string with downstrokes, and then doing a slide on beat 4, and then you're back to the verse riff. Okay, so let's move on and let's check out the next interlude. So the big difference is with the second interlude or pre-chorus to the first one is this one's not played quite so staccato and choppy. It's more like for the first 2 measures instead of, you know, that kind of a feel. Then the last 2 measures, he's going to do the same kind of thing, but there's a little transition at the end of the final bar of the interlude that leads us into the chorus. This sounds like this. Alright, so that's it at tempo. I'll do it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're playing the open B note like usual in the same rhythm, but we're climbing up 1, 2, 3 with our power chords. So a D sharp to an E5 to an F5. Just going up chromatically. Okay, so that takes us into our chorus riff. The chorus is played the same every time it happens in the song, so let's check out that. Alright, so there's the chorus riff. Probably one of my favorite Nirvana choruses of all of their songs, actually. It's just so heavy and brutal. Okay, so what we're doing, we're playing a B5 power chord. So that's a 5th string root, so 2, 4, 4 as far as our frets go. So here's that part slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so at the end of the second bar there, we have that same walk-up that we had at the end of the pre-chorus, the 1, 2, 3 with power chords. Okay, the next measure sounds like this. So count it in. I'll do it slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we're doing is we're playing a B5 power chord, then playing an open A string, so, and then strumming an actual A5 power chord, 0, 2, 2, 5th string root, and then another 8th note at the end of that measure. And then we're playing, and that 8th note is an open A string. We're doing 3, 2, 1 with the 6th string root power chords, and then coming back up 1, 2, 3. So these 2 bars again slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. And up to tempo. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so let's move on and check out what's coming up. Okay, we've got another verse that happens next, and we're gonna do another pre-chorus / interlude. This time, pretty much we're gonna do the first 2 bars, the chords, twice. So we're not gonna do the open B string by itself at all. It's just the G chord part played twice. Okay, back to another verse. And then we're back to another pre-chorus, which will lead to an actual chorus. So let's check out that pre-chorus. The next pre-chorus is kind of interesting. He's just playing the open G note by itself, like for the first 2 measures, and then the second 2 measures, or the last 2 of the thing he's doing. So he's playing a B note, but it's a high harmonic. That's done at the 7th fret of your 1st string. So same rhythm that we did before, but just with a harmonic. And you want to make sure that that you're right over top of the fret and playing with plenty of gain to get that harmonic to sound nice and to sing through, but not so much that it gets kind of like not so tight with the tone. Also, you're going to need to do it with your pinky finger, since you're going to have to do the type thing at the end of the last bar of the pre-chorus, the 1, 2, 3 build up into the chorus. Okay, alright, so that takes care of all of the parts to Anorexorcist, the hardest song title for me to say. And the song ends with the chorus riff, and it does and that's how it ends. So so a pretty ugly ending, but it's awesome. So anyway, that's all of this song. If you'd like the tabs or need some help, you guys know where to find me, hopefully by now. So I'm Matt Brown. Please subscribe, and I've got lots more lessons coming. Thanks a lot.